Hi children, how are you all? I hope you are all fine at home and doing well, right? So in this video we are going to see an interesting story about a old clock shop. It is from your supplementary reader. Are you all ready to listen to the class? Shall we go into the class? And before going into the class, we are going to play a short game. Okay. So let us see what game it is. This is the lesson name. Can you see the picture of a clock? Yes. So find the names for clock in different languages like Hindi, Bengali and whichever you can. Okay. You should find the name for clock. Okay. In Tamil we call it as Gadigaram. In English watch. Likewise you can find out even the foreign languages also. That is your activity. And can you see the pictures given here about some clocks pictures? Yes. You have to find out the time. I hope you all know to see the time in the clock, right? Okay, many of you can have electric watches like that. So number watches you will have, and this is a clock and you have to find out the time. Let us see how many of you are finding the time correctly. Okay, now we can move into the introduction part of the lesson. So this lesson is about a person who owns a old clock shop. What is a clock shop? Yes, the clock shop means where we can buy clocks, yes, and we can repair the clocks. Here a person named Ray. He is a deaf and dumb person. He is a deaf and dumb person. Who is called deaf, children? Yes, one who cannot hear. One who cannot hear is called deaf, and they might probably be dumb also because they cannot hear any languages. They cannot speak also. Without hearing, it is impossible to speak out. So same way he is also deaf and dumb. He cannot speak as well as he cannot hear. This lesson expresses how honest and correct ways can win over any situation. So whatever problem we come across, if we are honest and deal that situation in a right way, we will be able to tackle the situation. Tackle means solve any problems. So with these ways, even robbers can be tackled rightly. So even robbers can be brought to a right way in order to why robbers are stealing things from us? They are in need of money. If everybody helps each other, what will happen? There is no need of robbing at all. Yes. So the way Mr. Ray not only protected himself but showed the right path only to the robbers as well. Even he showed the right path to the robbers also. It conveys a message of peace and good for all. So what is the moral of the story? Yes, it conveys the message of peace and good. We should do good for all every time. Okay. So this is the moral of the story. So let us see the summary of the story now. It is a short summary of the story. It was Christmas Eve and was closing time for shops. What is closing time for shops? They are going to close all the shops. An old clock shop owner, Ray, his name is Ray, as I told you already, was still working on a clock. He was working on a clock. He might be repairing it or making a new clock. So two men, one in his 20s and one in his 50s. So two men, one man was 20 years old and the other was 50 years old. Ray gave them a notepad and pencil telling them that he was deaf and dumb. Through his sign language, he told them that he is deaf as well as dumb, and through his sign language, he told it through his sign language. What is sign language? So the deaf person and dumb person, they will be acting, showing all the actions. Only through actions they might be speaking, right? Yes. So he also told in sign language that I am deaf and dumb, I cannot speak or hear. So you can write whatever you need in this notepad and I can act accordingly. So this was told by Ray. And Ray noticed that the man had a gun in his pocket. What was the man having in his pocket? Yes, he had a gun in his pocket. Understanding their dire need of money. Dire need means what? They are in need of money very urgently. So Ray told the old man that he exchanged a good sum of money with people against their watches or wall clocks. So as the man asked, why you have hanged so many clocks there? So what are the clocks? Are they for sale? He answered that no, those are all clocks I have exchanged for money. So if you are in need of money, if you have any clock or wall clock, wrist watches or else any wall clocks, you can exchange it for a good sum of money. So he did this for goodwill. That is, he did those activities to do good for others and not to earn a lot of money through that. Okay, so earning interest or security against the things. Oh, see, have you seen people getting some properties and giving money, right? So same way he is getting the watches and lending them money in order to help in the bad situation of those people. The old man showed his wristwatch to Ray, and Ray in return offered him a $50 note. So both of them knew very well that in their hearts the watch was not such worthful. Okay, it is not worth of $50. But even then he gave how much money? He gave $50. So the old man was very happy to get $50 and he promised that he would come soon and get his wristwatch back. But this made the man happy as he got money without hurting Ray, and Ray also escaped from being hurt. So before leaving, the old man wrote to Ray that he would be back soon and get his watch. So the story concluded peacefully, giving a sweet and simple message of peace on earth and goodwill towards all. So what is the moral of the story? I will repeat it again. It is peace on earth and goodwill towards all. If everybody gets their need, if they don't have any problem in getting their needs, basic things, yes, there will be peace on earth. So there is no need of killing others, robbing things, stealing things, all such, right children? Yes. So try to help others always and every time. So last minute shopping. So we are going to see the lesson in detail. Last minute shopping. Christmas Eve had arrived. At last minute shoppers were going home, a thick white sheet of snow lay over Salt Lake City, USA. Yes, the lights were still burning in the old clock shop as Ray, its old deaf owner, worked on a clock he had sold that day. So these are all the text. So you can see the same lines in your book also. So the explanation of this paragraph is, it was Christmas evening and it was the time to close shops at Salt Lake City in USA. So where the clock shop is situated? It is situated in Salt Lake City in USA. What is USA? Yes, United States of America. But lights in Ray's shop were on because he was repairing a clock. As I told you, he was repairing a clock that he had sold. Ray, the owner of the shop, was old and deaf. How was the person? He was old and deaf. Ray finished his work. Having finished his work, Ray stood up and was on his way to the back room when a cold rush of air from the front door hit the back of his neck. So after finishing his work, he stood up to close the shop. He went back to the room, and after he turns back, he could feel the cold air rushing on his back. As he is very deaf and dumb, he cannot hear anything, right? So he just felt the cold air rushing into the room. The last minute shopper, he turned to meet a last minute shopper, but his old wise eyes told him that this was not a shopper. As he is very old, he had lot of experience, right? So the shopper will not come in such a last minute. Yes, so he saw two men, one in his 20s and other closer to 50. How did he think that they are not shoppers? The younger man remained at the door itself. The older man approached the counter with no sign of friendliness in his eyes. He was having a very front face. It was very, he was holding a harsh face towards the owner of that is Ray. So Ray was able to hide his growing fear as he slowly pushed a notepad and a pencil across the counter. So he turned to see the shopper who came to his shop at last minute. But as a wise and experienced person, he noticed that they were not shoppers. As being an experienced person, he noticed that they are not shoppers. He saw two men, one was young and the other was middle-aged. So after the younger man standing near the door, the elder one approached the counter. Yes. And he was having a very cold eyes. He was very harsh and he was reflecting the cruelty in his heart. But somehow Ray wisely hid his fear. He just hid his fear and approached the person. He slowly pushed a notepad asking him what he needs. Because he is a deaf and dumb person, he wanted the customer to write whatever they need. As the man was holding unfriendly face. Why it was unfriendly? He smiled at the unfriendly face, then pointed to his ears and shook his head from side to side. He pointed his ears and told, "I cannot hear." A quick look of surprise changed the man's face as he studied the notepad, then turned and said something to his friend. So after noticing the notepad, he just turned towards his friend and told something to that man who was standing near the door. The information on the notepad brought a change on man's face. He smiled and then his gestures pointing to his ears and shaking his head from one side to another told the other man the shopkeeper was deaf. He also informed that the man cannot hear. Restless hands. The man was having a restless hand because he was not in an intention to buy something. Yes? Okay. So Ray used the chance to look closely at the man, paying attention to the shape of a gun and a restless hand in the man's right coat pocket. So he was having his one hand in the right coat pocket, and as Ray was looking closer to him, he can notice a shape of a gun in his pocket. So anger boiled within him, but it was kept down by an inner voice that said, "Be still." He wrote on the notepad, "May I help you?" For the first time, the older man looked directly at Ray and smiled, a cruel, mocking smile. And as Ray wrote in the notepad that, "May I help you?" the man who was standing opposite the customer, he just gave a mocking smile at Ray. What is mocking smile? You're going to help me? Yes. So the both understood why he was there, why his friend remained at the door. They looked like men who were down on their luck and were now ready to try something they would later be sorry about. Yes. So what they have to feel sorry about? If they steal something from Ray, they have to feel sorry for that later times, right? Yes. Okay, let us move into the next slide. The explanation of the before paragraph. This gave Ray some time to look and examine the man closely. He observed the shape of the gun in his hand, movement in his coats in the right pocket. It showed he was restless. Ray was feeling angry inside, but he just kept his wisdom on. Wisdom means think beyond. Yes. So he started thinking, wait, let us be calm for some more time. Asked him to cool down and be still, he told himself. He asked the man writing on notepad if he could help him. So with this, the man looked straight at Ray and smiled. It was a cruel smile, as if making fun of something. You are going to help me? You are in need of help from us, right? We are going to steal from you. You are in need of help from somebody else. So they understood the reason for their being in the shop and the one man standing outside, because to see whether someone is getting inside or not at the door. Ray was looking at them as unlucky people who were trying something for which they could repent later. They have to feel sorry for that what they are doing now. Yes. So pointing to the loan board. The clocks ticked on. Ray calmly wrote another message. Have you come to pick up a clock or watch? He again questioned them. Do you want to pick a clock or a watch? Are they in need of getting a wall clock or a wristwatch? So then he pointed to the loan board filled with hanging clocks and pocket watches. He was not a pawnbroker. Who is a pawnbroker? Who gives money in turn of getting a property. Yes. So but at the same time couldn't say no. No to needy people who place their old watches or clocks before him for anything they could get. So many people come there and they just give the old watch that they are wearing and get money instead of that. He loaned more than he should. He always loaned more than he should loan for that watch. So they would be there when the owners wanted them back. So when those who have submitted the watch to him and got money will come back one day and give the money back, and they will get the watch back for them at the same price he had paid with no interest. He is not collecting any interest for the money he lends. The man felt little easier. So then the old man seemed to feel a little easier, took out his hand from his pocket and quickly looked at the watch on his wrist. How much will you give me for this? The man wrote. This made the older man feel easy. He looked at his watch on his wrist and asked Ray what price he could offer for that. So as he explained about the loan board, the man was ready to lend his watch to the clock shop owner, that is to Ray, and get money whatever it could come for the old watch, right? And let us see how much he is lending. So noticing shame in their eyes, Ray noticed a little shame in the grey eyes looking at him. The watch was nothing special and yet had great powers. The watch was nothing special and had great power. It was something to exchange away out of a bad situation. Knowing that great need had brought the man to his shop in the first place, Ray asked, how much do you need for it? Their reply came back on the notepad, whatever it's worth. So now Ray noticed a very short shame in their face, and he just gave a watch and asked Ray that how much he can lend for the watch. And Ray explained, how much do you need? Ray asked, how much do you need? And the reply came that whatever it's worth. So what is the worth of the watch? You can afford that. Explanation. Ray felt that the man was little ashamed and the watch was of not great worth, but it was special because with this Ray could turn around a bad situation and come out of it safely. Understanding that man's need, helplessness, so he asked him how much he needs. So the man replied to Ray, writing on the notepad that he should pay whatever was the worth of the watch. What is how much he could lend for that watch, he can lend it. So $50 note. How much it's worth? $50 note, but actually not. So Ray reached to his cash box, pulled out a $50 note and passed it into the man's hand. As they shook hands, Ray looked into the man's eyes. They seemed to say, thank you. They both knew the watch was not that much worth. So before turning to leave, the man wrote, I will be back to pick up it as soon as I can. Merry Christmas. So now the man gave a $50 note and they both very well knew that it is not of that much worth. So again what happens? They shook hands and they could clearly, Ray could understand the man was saying thank you in his eyes. So he also wrote in the paper that I will be back to pick up the watch again and lend back the money, and he wished Merry Christmas and the person moved off. Can you see in this picture? Yes. So conclusion. The little story ended on the half hour with clocks striking all together. The timepieces, which had been looking on silently all the while, rang out the time with such feeling that even Ray thought he could hear them. Their sweet musical message was filled with hope. Have you heard the music from some old clocks, children? The hanging clocks. At every hour they used to strike with the music, right? So all the clocks together, they were giving out a music, and that showed that everybody was happy. Even the clocks were happy that even Ray could hear their message. So the musical message was filled with hope. The timeless message of peace on earth, goodwill towards all, was felt by three men who stood in the clock shop. After hearing the musical note, all the three could feel that what? Peace on earth and goodwill towards all. This is the moral of the story, and we have come to the end of the session also. Yes, we have come to the end of the video, and your duty is to read the lesson carefully, watch the videos, don't miss any videos, and then write the test then and there and send it to the group, children. I hope you have understood the lesson well. If not, you repeat the video again and see, because the explanation as well as the text is given here along with your textbook help. You can watch the videos and write the test well. Okay children, bye.